Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. And we are in Evergreen Harbor. We're at Pinecrest Apartments number, 404 or something like that? I can't read the address, but it is in the top left-hand side of the screen if you guys are curious as to where to place this in your game. And today we're renovating an apartment using custom content. Yes, I haven't used custom content in what feels like a really long time. I can't even recall the last time I did in a build, but I had been eyeballing Max 20's CC for some time now. He has been putting out these little kind of like mini sets, I guess I'll call them. I don't really know what constitutes a set or a mini set, but he makes incredible custom content. I'm using a combination of, I believe, 3 different sets. We have the Child Dream Pack, the Classic Kitchen, and the Master Bedroom. I could be wrong on the names, but I'm going to link everything down below so you guys can check out his Patreon page and see if you would like to download any of this custom content, because at this time, the packs that I have used or the sets that I have used are free to everyone. So you can go ahead and download this if you would like to download this apartment. But we are starting off in the kitchen. I just wanted this to be a very colorful apartment. Max has done a really nice job of giving us a handful of neutral swatches as well as more colorful swatches. So I wanted to go on the more colorful side of things just because looking at the renders for these particular sets that I downloaded, they just looked so vibrant and happy that that's kind of the vibe I wanted to bring into this renovation. And now I've done a similar layout like this before in this apartment unit, so the floor plan isn't exactly new. However, something that I struggle with all the time, this is with any new content, whether it's from a pack or if it's from like a CC set or something like that, I struggle with not only the swatches, but really just the style. So I was trying to figure out really what style I was going to go for, knowing that I just wanted it to be colorful. So I was just like, you know what, we're just going to try to make it really cutesy and see what we come up with. So this is the kitchen and dining area. I was trying to figure out like wallpaper colors because I typically end up combining yellows, whether that's like super vibrant yellow or kind of a pale yellow like this one. Some nice soft greens, blues, and pinks. I think those colors all go really well together. So I had that pink little bread box from the CC set up on top of the fridge. The counters are blue, the tiles are pink, and then I have some like soft greens in the curtains and the chairs at the dining table. And once I had this room sorted out, I was like, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can manage. But it was a little bit challenging. It was kind of hard because I also try to use as many objects as I can from a CC set if I am trying to somewhat showcase it in a build, but I didn't use every single object from every single set. I just tried to use as much as I possibly could. But the kitchen and dining is pretty much coming together at this point. I really, really loved the flowers that came with this little set. I think these technically came from the Classic Kitchen set, the flowers themselves. And there was the appliances, so like the fridge and the stove and the sink, everything like that was from one of his packs. And then I just put these little notes from the debug menu. I think I saw on Twitter the other day, I don't remember who it was in passing, but someone was like, tell me I'm not the only one that just discovered those little post-it notes that are in the debug menu from Parenthood. Guys, it's one of my favorite things to do. I don't do it super often because I feel like I could overdo it very, very easily, but those are so cute. They actually go on the bulletin board that comes with Parenthood if your Sims write notes and everything, and they're in the debug menu, and it just adds a little bit of realism, I think, to your fridge. And now this was originally going to be the master bedroom, but I realized I was struggling with these 2 little windows. I really don't like these windows in this particular apartment in Evergreen Harbor. So I was just really struggling with the curtain situation, and it ended up almost like forcing me. I say forcing, but I kind of forced myself into the other room for the master bedroom because I realized that the space was a little bit bigger and would probably be better suited to a living space. But this bed, as well as the dresser and the side tables and the lamps and the curtains, all came with some of these packs. I think the bed is so pretty, especially the headboard and the texture details with the comforter and that throw blanket at the end of the bed and the pillows. I just think it is so beautiful. It looks so comfortable and welcoming. Now this mirror too, this leaning mirror, I love it. There were so many items in these little sets that Max has done that I am just absolutely obsessed with, and they just look really cozy. I think that's why I love them so much. But the master bedroom is pretty much coming together. I am just adding some of the artwork that came with his various packs as well. It's very intricate and delicate. I think it's so beautiful. I also added a mirror above the bed, and then there's going to be the living room, bathroom, and a kid's room left to do. I think the next room that we actually move on to is the living room, because I knew I had to sort it out. It was going to drive me nuts if I didn't do it ASAP, especially because I reshuffled kind of the rooms and how things were set up. But this fireplace came with some of the CC packs that I downloaded. I end up pairing all of this with this bookcase from Cats and Dogs, as well as the couches from the Paranormal Stuff pack. And I think it's really just because of the softer colors. It was really challenging, I think, for me to set up this room because it just seemed like an awkward setup or layout. But it was also challenging because CC sets have very specific themes and styles to them. And sometimes I just get in my own head and I can't pair it up with like Maxis items that we have in game that came with packs. So I was trying to pair this up, trying to keep the color scheme reasonably the same, trying not to wash out the sofa with the wall color that I chose because it was very pale and soft, but I thought that the pattern on the couch would kind of make it stand out a little bit more. I also used this rug from Base Game that I thought matched the colors really nicely. Now, when I did play test this originally, I was unable to have my sim light the fireplace because of the coffee table, so you may have to get rid of that. I ended up being able to get it to work, so as it's uploaded to the gallery, my fingers are crossed that it's going to work for you, but I know that people have different routing issues. It really just depends on your game. I don't know. I'm not very tech savvy and I'm not an expert by any means when it comes to The Sims, but I was able to get it to work, so hopefully it works for you. The living room ended up being very cozy. You might see some slight changes in the setup of the living room when it comes to the screenshots compared to the footage that you're watching right now, because I was just so unsure of it. The only thing that I really liked in there too was the French doors that were leading to the living space. I thought it was a nice way to separate it instead of just using an archway, which is what I did in other parts of the apartment. And then I went back to the kitchen and found a few more things from the CC sets, and I wanted to make sure I added them. I put some decorations on top of the fireplace and just a few little knickknacks and things to decorate the space and make it very personalized and lived in. I also really enjoyed the French doors leading into the living space. I thought it was kind of a nice way to separate it instead of using an archway. And now we are going back to the entryway because these are probably my least favorite spaces to decorate because I have no idea what to do with them. Literally ever. So I decided to just explore Max's CC sets a little bit and tried to just pick items that matched the color scheme I had, you know, pretty standard stuff. But there were a few things in the CC sets that I hadn't used yet. I want to say there's a aquarium. I think there's an aquarium that I ended up placing in one of these little hallway entryway areas, but I was just decorating this console table here with a few things from Dream Home Decorator and Base Game. As you can also see, the bathroom is going to have pink tile everywhere, like the floor and the walls, which is a little bit much. But here I am dipping back into the living space to just add a few more details as I was discovering some new things that I wanted to use and wanted to make sure I highlighted as much as possible. I did the same in the kitchen. I end up going back there if I haven't already done it, and I was just completely blind to it. But I think I ended up going back into the kitchen and adding a few more items. And there's that aquarium that I was mentioning earlier. It's tiny, so you can actually put it in different spaces compared to the giant aquariums that we have in the game, the different versions that we have in the game. I have said it once, I'll say it again. I don't know why everything has to be so freaking huge in The Sims 4, and that also goes to aquariums. They are just so unnecessarily large, and then we have the fish bowls, but I don't know, I think we have like 2 or 3, maybe 4 different fish bowls or something too. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But anyway, we are now working on the child's room, and this is from the Child Dream pack, I want to say. Yeah, the Child Dream pack. Again, all the names will be down below so you guys can look this up. But this is basically a set for children's rooms. And I was trying to decide on a color scheme that I wanted to go for. And again, just trying to use as many items as I could from this set. And yes, unfortunately, this bedroom does not have a window. It's something I try to avoid. I tried to give almost every single bedroom a window, but I could not do it here with the layout that I ended up coming up with. So hopefully you all do not mind. But I think this room is very cute. The desk is so adorable. Some of the little like plushy toys are so cute. The wall decorations. I love the wardrobe and the height chart. Like there's just so many cute things in these sets. And I think, now I don't know if this was inspiration for this particular particular set of Max's, but it reminds me of the family fun stuff pack from like The Sims 3, I think. I believe I had seen another custom content creator actually recreate those items. Maybe it was actually from The Sims 2. I can't remember, but this kind of made me think of it, even though it really wasn't the exact theme of that original pack. But anyway, we are decorating just this little hallway space, adding a few more things, and then we end up decorating the bathroom, which bathrooms are never that exciting to me, so I might just end up leaving you all here, but I hope you all enjoyed this apartment renovation. I will put all of the links to Max's CC sets, or at least the Patreon page down below, so you guys know exactly what I used and you can get it if you would like, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!
Don't you tell me that you're in town, I already know. Couple days ago. Hey, now that our names are written in stone, let's be honest, sounds like home. Still I'm here alone and I'm calling your phone. I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could dream about somebody else. I wish I could talk when the silence so loud. I wish, oh